I have visited the various major art fairs online in walking tours and have some thoughts about where art is today. I've read numerous criticisms of which art is good and which art is dismissed. Honestly, I see the new world of modern art as part simple experimentation and partly an effort to over-merchandise some artists' work to gain an inflationary value in work which is inferior. I tend to walk through museums at a speed most other viewers think is impossibly quick and dismissive. The fact is, when I see something truly interesting, I do stop and ponder. I might even remember the artist's name and look the work up online afterwards. Whether it is a small miniature piece or something as massive as an odd nerdrum piece, they all grab me the same. It seems that some deep mystery grabs my attention a bit more. I have studied painting in great detail from the early Renaissance up until today. Why do some pieces stand out and why do others smell like mediocrity to be easily dismissed? Just look at Giorgione's Tempest, or perhaps some of Hieronymus Bosch's incredible pieces. They tell a visual story unlimited to any barriers of language. You don't have to speak Italian to appreciate the Mona Lisa. What I see today is some very intriguing paintings, well executed with great skill and mastery of the medium. I also see some ridiculous, childish attempts to throw into our faces some pure baloney in a half effort promoted by some gallery as being the new. I have to go back in history and read a line from Giorgio Vasari describing Leonardo's work. His work displayed a good understanding of rule, better order, correct proportion, perfect design or drawing, and divine grace. It is this grace that we seek in truly great art. It's not the reaction of being slapped in the face by some childish image poorly rendered and meant to force our tongue into our cheek. Well, I sound like a stodgy old painter who relishes the beauty of the Renaissance. I generally hold the idea that to keep an open mind is really what modern art promises us. The Fauves were wild beasts. Cubism was just a little past the average viewer's intelligence. Duchamp was making fun of us. I look at some of today's painters and I do see a genuine effort to carry the game forward toward a more complete sense of grace, magically demonstrating great painting techniques to capture our imagination for just a second and make us transcend into a more perfect harmony with our love of sheer beauty. Just take a walk through many of the most modern galleries. There really does look like a lot of sheer nonsense and poorly understood concepts of what art is really about. Okay, I must be a dinosaur and eschew all of this modern promotion of intellectually inferior art. I have also talked to many other artists and collectors who all question this baloney. It is just that galleries throw absurd money at promoting some oddball art just to inflate profits and to make some statement about our society. Degenerating into this apocalyptic morass, I stand back a step and I ask myself the basic question: why have we fallen for this baloney? Just like we fall for some politician who keeps promoting some dumb lies we all know are false. Say it enough and say it loudly, and maybe the public will fall for it. So where is this all going? Will art ever return to a statement of grace and beauty? History is a harsh judge, and time will eventually dismiss all of this weak-minded malarkey, just like how we dismiss the value of the French Academy artists compared to the Impressionists. As a painter who loves the mystery of testing my painting talents against the bulwark of great art, I admit it is like pushing that boulder up the mountain, only to see it roll down the other side. How do we find grace in this modern age? How do we capture beauty and not have it become sentimental? Without social polarization, without overt racism, without blatant eroticism, and without political agenda, we must seek art that transcends our imagination and searches for beauty, appreciation of skill, and a genuine pursuit of grace. I hope that we discover the truth of fine art and no longer just accept the overt commercialization of trite work that entertains us for a second, shocking us and forcing us back to our most basic generalization of basic, baseless hypocrisy. Art can be humorous, art can be polarizing, art can be evocative and a slap in the face of basic understanding of what is beautiful. It should be more about the simple, civilized appreciation of grace and beauty in a magical way as it has for centuries. As I said, I am a painter and I've spent my life looking at, studying, and trying my best to understand the importance of fine art. I believe it is time we all stand up to the cruel commercialization of mediocre and overtly promoted garbage. Thank you for listening to my rants, and I hope we can all begin to seek a better definition of what we seek in fine art. I thank you for listening. Once again, I'm Preston McCall, and I would appreciate any comments you might have. Thank you.